Hi everyone, welcome back to session 2 of Convo with So. The aim of the session is really to help you to understand a little bit more about yourself. Okay, so first of all, let's just recap on what we discussed last week, which is relationship with ourselves. How is that going? There are some questions that I posted on Facebook group that can help you to reflect on what you learned from last week, and here they are. So first question is, how is your relationship with yourself different from before? Are you being a little bit more honest with yourself? Are you trusting yourself, trusting your instinct a little bit more? Are you finally be more open and more authentic in the way that you're living? Anyhow, this is a question that can really help you to reflect on what you learned and be aware of the differences that might have occurred throughout last week. And also, what are the things that you've done last week to take care of your body, to take care of your soul and your spirit? Maybe it's simple things like going to sleep a little bit earlier, waking up to work out a little bit, drink more water, have more vegetables and fruits, just simple things like that. And if you can't think of any, it's totally okay. Just think about what you can do today or next week that you can take care of yourself even more. Okay, so let's now jump straight into what we discussed later on, which is one of the most important techniques that you can use to know yourself a little bit more. So this technique is called Marrow Technique, and this technique is inspired by this book here, Add More Into Your Life, and by Gabrielle Bernstein. So basically, the purpose of this exercise is to help you to find the mirrors in your life. Okay, so the same thing with what a physical mirror can do for us is to help us to see the reflection of ourselves so we can see what we look like. And the mirrors in our life serve the same purpose, which is to help you to see yourself a little bit better. Okay, and in this session, help you to identify those mirrors in your life. And believe me, it is everywhere, and it is not that hard to identify them. Okay, so the first question to help you in this identification process is, what are the things, what are the people, what are the experiences that makes you react strongly to? Okay, so maybe you can think of what are the people that just drive you nuts, okay, or just makes you crazy, and maybe because they don't believe in you, or maybe because they are, they talk too much, or they're just some quality that maybe really annoys you. Okay, think of this person and write their name down, or write those experiences down. And the second thing you can think about is, what are the people who makes you feel good about yourself? Okay, and also, how do those people make you feel? So this is the first step, to identify the people, the person, the experience that makes you react to them. And why is this important? Because it triggered a part of you to react to it. Why is this reacting motion important? It's because it is part of you that you might not see. Okay, so for example, for me, if someone talked to me about football, which is something that I have no interest in, then I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care that much, and I would be indifferent, and the subject of football just doesn't trigger any emotion in me because this is not part of me. But on the other hand, if someone wants to have a conversation with me about yoga or meditation, then my emotion will be all over the place because it is such a huge part of my life and part of me. It makes me who I am. And that makes me react. Okay, so think of something that can make you react and identify those things. Okay, and then ask yourself, what can you learn from them about you? Okay, what can I learn from those people that drives me nuts about me? This might sound crazy, but this is actually how you can shift your negative energy about someone towards a positive change about yourself. Okay, let me give you another example of mine. So, I think last year I used this technique to really help me to get over with my racism experience. Okay, I live in a part of Leamington which the people are not exactly friendly, and sometimes they can be rude about where I come from. And I don't want to get into too much detail about that, but at first I was so angry. Okay, I was so angry towards them, and I just think, how are you in the position to judge me? Just because of my color, my skin tone. How can you do that? And not even mention what can I learn from them about me, because we are nothing alike. And that is when I read about Marrow Technique, and that's when I really get into meditation. And I always get my answer in meditation. So I was being really patient, and I let go of all my judgment, and I just ask my inner wisdom that what can I learn from those experiences? What can I learn from those people about me? And the answer is really surprising, but it is not that surprising either. The reason why I react so strongly to those people is because I am not proud of where I come from. And that's why in first year when I first came to UK, I changed my I gave myself an English name, Trista, to make myself sound a little bit less Chinese. And I think I wish I was born in UK. I wish I'm not from Asia. And to be honest, now when I think of it, it sounds really stupid. But I wasn't even aware of that. And if it's not for the racism experience, the problem wouldn't come to the surface for me to resolve it. So in meditation, I further let go of my hatred, my anger, my past, so I can move on. So I can be proud of where I come from, and so I won't react too much towards those racism experience. And I did just that. And that's why now, when I introduce to people, I will introduce to them as my Chinese identity, which is Jane. And I love my name now, and I love my background. I love everything about China, and most of all, I can make peace with those people who are racist to me, because they don't really bother me anymore. Because as long as I know who I am, it doesn't matter what other people think of me or make judgment of me. It doesn't matter. And I hope you guys can get the idea of how I turn a negative experience, a really strong negative reaction towards an experience, towards a positive change about myself. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so just to recap. First of all, identify this person and then ask yourself, what can I learn from them about myself? Because they are the mirror in your life. They reflect a piece of you that you might never really realize. Okay, so that's my challenge for you, and be prepared to share in next session. Okay, and I just want to say before I go that I am so grateful for everyone who has supported me in start this project, and I promise you I will do my best to make this the best project I've ever initiated. Okay, and I'm so grateful for everyone. Really, without you, this project won't even exist. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week, and to be more authentic in the way you live and in the way you treat yourself, and get to know a little bit more about ourselves, because self-knowledge is the most important thing if you want to live an authentic life. All right, take care, and I will see you next session. Bye.